Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we are going to study about the few terms related to programming and pseudocoding, which are variables, constants, arrays, arithmetic operators, and logical and comparison operators. So basically, what are variables? Values in a program that can be changed. Basically, variables are the terms which are used for the values which are included in our program, and during program execution, means during running of the program, these values got changed, means there is a change appeared in the values during the execution of a program. That's why these values are called variables. Variable means change in value is possible and it is mandatory. The value in a variable can be input, can be calculated, means it can be a result of any calculation. Value of a variable can be input by the user directly. The value can be a result of any type of calculation, and it will be replaced with any other variable according to requirement, according to condition. These are the three basic ways to insert a value into a variable, or we can say that changing the value of a variable. There are three basic methods. Multiple data types are involved. Data type means a string data type is included, integer, float, character data type, and boolean data type. These are the five data types which we are going to study in next few classes. So any type of data type can be involved. The nature of the variable can be of any type. It can be a string variable, it can be an integer variable, it can be a float variable, it can be a boolean variable, since it has only two values, true or false or yes or no, but change is possible. And the last one is character. Okay, the next term is constants. What are constants? Values in a program that cannot be changed. Okay, if we compare both the things, constants and variables, basically we can take the examples of age and date of birth. These are the basic examples of constants and variables. If I talk about the date of birth, which is unchangeable, date of birth cannot be changed. So date of birth of a human is its constant, right? But if we talk about the age of the person, it is continuously changing, second to second, minute to minute, hour to hour, day to day, week to week, month to month, and year to year. It is constantly changing. Naturally, that's why age is considered as variable. Okay, another example, if we talk about the weight and height, usually with the increase in age, sometimes a person can got increase in his or her weight, or got decrease in his or her weight. So basically, in the whole lifespan, change in weight is possible, change in mass is possible. So usually weight and mass of a person can be considered as variable. But if we talk about height, at a particular age, till a particular age, height is also considered as variable. From the day first, from the date of birth, from the day of birth, till I think around 18th or 19th, or in some cases till 21st birth anniversary, the change in height is possible, but maximum after 21st, height does not change. It means at that particular age, height will be your constant. Okay, the value of a constant can be initialized, means we can fix the value of the constant at the starting of the program, or it can be input only. These are the two basic methods through which we can insert the value of constants into the program, and then these values would not be changed. Constants can be of different data types: string, integer, float, boolean, character. Each data type supports constants in programming. Now the next thing is arrays. Okay, now if we consider arrays, or if we compare arrays with the constants and variables, the property of constants or variables and variables are these two items or these two terms can hold only one value at a time during program execution. That is the nature of the variable. A variable or a constant can hold only one value at a time during program execution. But if we talk about the arrays, basically we can consider it as a tool, we can consider it as a memory location, we can consider it as a important part of our program, and it can hold multiple values. Multiple values means more than one. It might be 2, 3, 4, 4,000, 5 lakhs, 6 millions, 7 billions, whatever the requirement is. So basically an array is like a variable and an array can be like a constant, but the difference is a variable and constant can hold only one value at a time, and the arrays can hold multiple values at a time according to user's declaration, that how much values should be stored in an array, that is decided by the programmer, that is decided by the user. Okay, the nature of the variable, nature of the array can be variable or can be constant. Means if I made an array of a student's name, so I have 18 or 19 or 20 students in class 10 to 3 and their names are fixed. Their names are constant. Okay, so the nature of the array student name will be constant in this scenario. If I made an array of date of birth in my record, so the date of birth of all students are constant. So the property of that array will also be constant. Now I'm going to make another array in my record, age of the student. And what does age of the student mean? Continuously change. So every student's age is continuously changing, minute to minute, day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. So in this situation, the nature of array will be considered as variable. The values of array can be input, can be calculated, means the result of any calculation, and can be replaced. Multiple data types are involved, means all the data types which supports variables and constants are also supporting arrays. Now look at this screen, that is very much important. These are related to mathematical calculations which we are going to attempt in different types of programs and different types of pseudocodes. Plus for addition, we already know. Minus for subtraction, asterisk for multiplication, slash for division, and exponentation for raised to be power. These are the basically symbols which we are going to use in pseudocoding. Right? When we are going to start working on pseudocodes, these symbols will be used for different calculation. And mod, M-O-D, mod. In some programming languages, mod is used as it is, and in some programming languages, any particular symbol is given. So these are the mathematical operators. Mod is used to find the remainder. You people might have learned it in computer science previous session. Now next, logical operators. If we are going to compare two or more values or two or more conditions, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, not equals to, and means and or not. These are related to conditions. These conditions will be discussed in the next few classes. So and or not, these are related to multiple conditions. If we want to process multiple conditions together or one by one, so and or and not operators will be used. So you people have to keep an eye on these two slides: arithmetic symbols, plus, minus, asterisk, slash, exponentation, mod. These are used for different calculations. And then greater than, less than, equals to, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, not equals to, and or not. These are the logical operators which will be used when we are going to start working on programming languages. We are going to start working on pseudocodes, and we are going to start working on flowcharts. Now that is the end of the session. Today's topic are over, and we are going to meet you in next class. Take care everyone. Allah Hafiz.